Thank you for joining me today for counting down the top 10 cheesiest lavas in video games today. That's right, all these lavas are the cheese. It's more like cheese. This is from Mario 64, but also Wario 64 for the Nintendo DS. In that one you get to play as different characters like also Yoshi and Luigi and even Mario. And the cheese does look like lava in this game. There's also the Mario 64 version. Yes, this does look pretty nice and cheesy as well. It's like sort of overbaked a little bit. Sort of. This is even cheesier, sort of like a dipping lava from Yoshi's Paper Story for the Nintendo 64, his storybook, and also, but check out this Super Mario World 2. That's some pretty cheesy lava. So the Yoshi series, the games with Yoshi, check that out. Definitely has some cheesy lava going on. It's like you just want to take a big Mario chip and dip it into the cheesy lava. But watch out, because you probably would melt off your hand. Speaking of melting in lava, there's Final Fantasy games. Once again, Final Fantasy games has always had a bunch of lava in them. You're always going into different caves with different lavas, lots of them cheesy. Especially Mount Gulg, Basement 3 level. This next one is even cheesier lava, and it's from the Donkey Kong's Diddy and Dixie Kong series Country 2, where you're playing for the Super Nintendo Genesis, and there is more Donkey Kong County games when you're playing in different systems, but this is for the Super Nintendo we're talking about. Just look at that cheese dipping. You could dip those bananas right in the cheese, sort of. But then also, don't forget about the Donkey Kong 64 lava when you're fighting that dragon boss. So the Donkey Kong series also has the whole series we're talking. And another series that we're talking about is the Metroid Prime video game series. All of the video games that have lava in them, it's pretty freaking cheesy. Look at that. Those looks like we want to just boil some macaroni in that cheese water. And here's more, that looks like very nice cheese you would want sort of on some sort of lasagna, this sort of cheese right here. You know, it's like you just put the cheese in the microwave, come out looking like that. You're ready to chow down on whatever you just put cheese on, maybe a hot dog. This next one is from. These are from Yoshi's. This is we all know what this is. It's from the same. It's still Metroid level in Metroid, but it's Super Smash Brothers lava is different, slightly different in Smash Brothers lava for Sector Z or Kraid. Then there is Banjo-Kazooie's different games. There's a Banjo-Kazooie for the Game Boy Advance that actually has some very nice looking lava, and in other Banjo-Kazooie games, there's different kinds of lavas and frozen magmas. But this cheese dipping sauce right here looks like you're about to fondue a dragon. But then also in Diddy Kong's Game Boy, or in Banjo-Kazooie's Game Boy game, it's very nice lava too, actually. And this is from Tony Hawk's Underground Skating. There's that lava right there. There's some other different kinds of lava, but I specifically was talking about the Create-A Park lava. I could only find that one picture of it, but there's some nice other lavas in there. And that's from, once again, Tony Hawk's Underground, the Create a Skate Park lava tile cheese. This next one is from Diddy's. Look at the golden cheese and those golden bananas. You could maybe even dip the balloons in that cheese. Or dip that dinosaur. Look, that dinosaur looks like he's about to eat a whole bunch of big bowl of cheese. Or you're flying down a cheese river and there's a pterodactyl in the sky. Or you could throw eggs in the cheese, make a scrambled egg omelet with cheese. But this is the top 10. This is the number top 1. For Paper Mario and 64, look at those lavas. It got worse in later games because Nintendo stopped making good games. But in Paper Mario 64, the lava looks amazing. There it is. Look at all that cheesy lava. Thank you for joining me today. Have a good day.